So you win either by Bran Astalor on turn 8, 9, or 10. Usually turn 10 because you want to get the Bran Infinite Astalor thing, but you sometimes build enough of a board uh, that you can like chip damage in and get Bran Astalor on turn 8 for like 6 or 7 mana. If you get like the Rune Mithril Rod. I hit 7 mana. Usually it's 7 mana if you're playing them both on 8 if you high roll the Mithril Rod. Anyway, it's either that or you can full clear every turn. You have enough healing to pretty much full clear anything aggressive. And then Demonseed is the other win condition. Demonseed is just a good card. You get 6 healing, deal 6 to the enemy hero, so it's chip damage. You heal. It's significantly worse than it was, the card Demonseed. But it got a lot of new tools. You have Scourge Supplies to draw you either through the deck or into Fatigue. It counts as draw 3, and you don't have to discard a card if you've emptied your deck. The win condition of the deck, if you're playing Demonseed, by the way, is Demonseed reward, 6 Wicked Shipment Imps, and then double Impending Catastrophe. So one of the hard things is you have to know when you're like drawing towards the, you have 10 cards left in deck if you play Wicked Shipment and Impending Catastrophe, and then Bloodshard Bristleback to keep yourself alive. Will you have enough self-mill to mill yourself and win the game with the Impending Catastrophe and Wicked Shipment? And then knowing when to Tamsin versus Entitled Customer, because sometimes you just never become Tamsin so that you can damage yourself with hero power. You have to know exactly how much damage you can deal yourself. I don't run Flame Imps anymore because they're kind of superfluous. You don't need them. The Tamsin Imps can be better played later in the game, and it's also sometimes really important to use the draw 3 to kill your opponent. Like, you can mill yourself for more if you use the Tamsin when it's reduced on like turn 12. Yeah, this deck won't be playable for you, Venger, but I want to show it to the stream anyway. Yeah, the Enchanter with Bloodshard Bristleback is nuts. Silvermoon Arcanist procs the Demonseed quest, so you'll heal for 5 or 7, or if you have Thalanos and double Silvermoon Arcanist, which sometimes you'll arrange it so that that's the case, you deal 8 to the enemy and heal for 8. So that can be pretty cool. And it's a really low curve deck. You have Ruined Mithril Rod to make it even lower curve, and you just cycle the deck. It's a lot of draw. You can Wicked Shipment trade like 6 times in a game, and you just have to get them up to like one of them has to be 2 to 3, and the other one you want to have be 7, full 7. So you want to have like you want to have traded the one or 2 times, and the second one at least twice. You can also Grimoire of Sacrifice your own Tamsin reward if you need to put more Wicked Shipment Imps on board. So knowing when to use Grimoire of Sacrifice for a clear early versus using it to clear the quest reward, right? You deal about 100 damage, sometimes 150, if you're full comboing, depending if you Grimoire the Tamsin. Like, if you're allowed to do whatever you want, you probably deal about 150. I haven't calculated it out, but you draw a lot. If you can save Impending Catastrophe, Wicked Shipment, Grimoire of Sacrifice to kill the quest reward, and discount Tamsin without playing it, and maybe save the Unstable Shadow Blast to like kill off your own imps after you do the reward play, and then do the Impending Catastrophe Wicked Shipment combo, it's a lot of damage. It's unnecessary amounts of damage. Yeah. I'm going to play one game with this. I'm going to try to play well. You're not going to like watching me play if you don't understand the deck, so I wanted to like share how the deck sort of works before I went into playing a game. You won't necessarily appreciate how difficult it is. It's a deck that probably fluctuates very, very widely. If like somebody who doesn't know how to play it pilots it, they just lose. Like, you would probably, if you didn't know better, just try to clear the board every turn and play your cards out, right? But you don't have enough damage in the deck to fully activate the quest. So it's like you have to know when you have to hero power every turn, when to pivot to being Tamsin and when not to. The Unstable Shadow Blast help with Silvermoon Arcanist and Thalnos. Death Knight. We're 2-0 against Death Knight. So This is kind of carrying the matchup so far. I think this is going to be a good deck when the nerf happens to Rogue. That's what I'm hoping anyway, so none of these are good against Death Knight. Touch is okay, but we'd rather do it later with Silver Moon Arcanist, and we're not keeping the Arcanist, so... Astalar early is actually not great. We want it on 4 sometimes, so we can Astalar our own face to deal more. This is a matchup where we win if it is Blood. It's probably not Blood. So if it's Unholy, we win by clearing every turn. And it can be really good to have the Unstable Shadow Blast in hand in case he plays like a Iron Deep Trog. This is like, I think it might be second hardest deck I've ever played. Dark Lair is probably harder, like was when it was really overpowered, because there's a lot more like to learn. This deck is not linear, but it's more linear than Dark Lair. As in, what I mean by that is, oh, we drew the card, cool. What are we doing here? We can play Scourge Supplies and then tap. We can just tap and then play the Rod next turn. Probably gonna tap here. See what we draw. Top customer is fine. Yeah, it's harder than new Dark Lair. I play a Dark Lair list in Wild that I think is the best Warlock deck besides Discard Warlock right now. I don't know if I stand by that, but it's very, very good. And that deck is easier than this deck. But then we can technically Astalar. I think we're just gonna coin Mithril Rod though. I don't need to clear this. I want to see what he does. He might run Ooze, like Snake, but if he doesn't have that, we start discounting the Astalars. Probably play Astalar 2 and do I Grimoire of Sacrifice? Sorry, play the Astalar 1 and play Astalar 2 on 7. I misspoke. I planned to misplay. But we're gonna go Astalar 1 and then Grimoire of Sacrifice the Astalar. We shouldn't need extra damage this game, I don't think. Oh, that's a good draw. It's actually such a good draw. We're gonna jam a Silver Moon Arcanist. And then I think we kill the 4/4. We're going to deal 8, so we finish the quest, first part of the quest. Deal 8 to this, and then we can, he'll want to trade to kill that probably. This way I heal for 5. He'll want to trade to kill that, and then we can just touch the Nathracine, right? Yeah, Dark Lair used to be harder than this, is now easier than this. I think comparing it to Boar Priest might be fair. I don't know how hard Boar Priest is because I never picked it up. I wasn't playing Standard when it was like the meta deck, and I never thought I would be very good at it. I think I tried like 3 games of it and won maybe... I won one of them to... I think I won because I got like... was able to... It wasn't to the win condition of the deck. I just got lucky. I don't know if the guy conceded or what, but... Alright, we can play Scourge Supplies here, discard a card. Hopefully it's not a Wicked Shipment or an Impending Catastrophe. So we discount the hand. We get rid of Scourge Supplies. Mortal Coil is also not amazing. I think we get rid of Mortal Coil. Draw 3 later can be good, and it only costs 2. So we can touch the Nathracine and then play the Scourge Supplies to discount again. You can see why the potential, you heal a lot with the deck, and then you like discount the hand a lot as well. We have 12 cards left in deck. We need the Wicked Shipment, we need the Impending Catastrophe. We actually don't need the heal this game, so we'll get rid of the Bloodshard Bristleback. I didn't know if I was going to target my own face based on the draws. That's why I didn't Astalar to discount the second Astalar. We just need to discount the third Astalar. That's the goal. Okay, so we want to Astalar here. Do this. Was I fast enough? Okay, I was fast enough. Cool. That can test pretty well. We have 12 cards left. We have 1 Wicked Shipment activation, so when it comes time to win the game, even if we can't fully activate the Wicked Shipments, we still have 6 imps that we can summon. Cookie Bots, welcome back. Thanks for coming by again. He shouldn't have played that. That is incredibly weak. Chillfallen Baron is fine for us. He's playing, looks like he's playing the list that people have been doing in Standard. It's a Frost Death Knight list. So we're going to trade this, see what we got. And we found the Bloodshard Bristleback. It's not active. We're going to play, almost misclicked. It's hard to, it's a little bit, like, my computer's a little bit slower. Is he going to overdraw here? He is. That's funny. Yeah, my computer's a little bit slower when I'm, that was a good mill. When I'm, streaming, it just runs a little bit slower, so, like, there's a little bit of lag. That's completely fine. That activates, it deals 2 damage, so why? It's just going to activate our quest for us. Hello? So we have to take 16 more damage. We're going to be tapping pretty aggressively. We want to take damage from his minions. So play's got to be heal up and then take damage, right? So Bloodshard Bristleback on this to give us a minion Grimoire here. And then we play the Astalor to gain some armor. I love when people like curse Warlocks. We'll just like play curses without thinking about it. It's great. Don't need to do anything else. He already burned a Harbinger Death Chiller, I mean, so he doesn't have the 2/3 that deals extra damage to me. It freezes my board. That's fine. We can just play. I mean, I didn't play on top of the customer. We might also summon Arcanist Drain Soul. We're getting close to the quest. I don't want to play the Astalor. If he runs Theotar, he might. I don't know the list fully, but if he runs Theotar, he might try to Theotar to steal the Astalor, and then that's like insta win. If he does steal Astalor, it's like much better than if he steals even just like an Impending Catastrophe. If people knew what they were going against with this deck, it would become weaker. I do have to admit that. So we trade first. We're trying to play like a Rune Mithril Rod. That'd be good. We can heal the full. This is, or not the full, sorry, to, I should have tapped first and do the math out. That was silly. We tap, see what we get. Wicked Shipment, sure. We heal to 26 though, which is pretty good. Build a board. I don't know why I thought I was going to heal to full there. Like, obviously I'm not. We win with Astalor if he passes the turn. Like, not that he's going to, but Frostworm's Fury is fine because he doesn't kill the 2/2 or the Enchanter, and I can just do it again. I think I would Grimoire of Sacrifice the 2/2, maybe the 5/5. He's thinking about it. This is one of the cool things about the deck. We just have so much healing. That we're able to heal, like, we even have more healing, right? We have the second part of the quest heals us. Touch of the Nathrezim still in the deck, like, yeah. 7 cards in hand. If we trade this, see what we get. Mithril Rod, perfect. So we want to go Rod, we also want to play on top of the customer, and we want to play Mortal Coil. We can't do all that, so we have 7 cards in hand. We have to play the customer first. Then we play the Rod, that seems fine. Okay. So Astalor with Bran is quite good if we can get like Dreadlich Tamsin to discount Bran, and then this card is annoying. It's pretty good. Random Marrow Manipulator. Okay, so we have to. We're at 6 out of 8. So we're going to overdraw the deck intentionally, I think. Tap. heals us. I don't think we die here. We play 7 of these, we draw. Yeah, the game's over. Unless we're dead. We draw 8. Or no, we're gonna fatigue the quest. We're gonna mill the quest. No. I miscounted. Okay, that's my bad. We had him this turn. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We're good, we're good. So we do this. Animations, come on. Okay, we're gonna lose. Oh my god, okay, I'm shaking, dude. That was ridiculous. Oh my god, okay. Holy hell. Like I said, hardest deck I've played, other than pre-nerf Dark Lair. Oh, my heart's racing. Okay, we're gonna take a break. This deck is really hard. I think that's 3 wins in a row with it. No. How do you like them apples? Oh my god. Dude, I'm freaking out. My heart's racing, my leg is bouncing, man. I just can't. Holy hell.